Boys and girls, good morning. Um, what a trade. What a trade. Gave you guys the high of day. Gave you guys the high day last night. It just it really does not get any simpler than that, bro. Straight up just tossed you guys high day. Nice and easy. Yeah, I'm glad you guys took that, bro. Whoever was here last night, banked. Whoever was here last night, straight up banked, bro. Morning, Dennis. What's up? What's up? Was good. Was good. You think we go up or down? I open. Well, this is the draw, right? The 752. The ultimate draw is going to be previous day low, but 752 is the draw. And so, me, I'm thinking that we go lower. That's what I would like to see it do. I'd like to see it go lower. Yeah, I'll map out like a nice trade and see. It's crazy I set limit on Top Step and got fill and randomly liquidated my position. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Juice that, bro. That's what it is. Can't be taking trades on that firm, man. Gotta switch over to any of these other firms. Honestly, if you like Top Step and you like the rules, just go to Alpha Futures. It's like the same damn thing. Go to Alpha Futures, use code KEY. Same thing, but better. So it is bouncing a little bit here. To me, I would like to see it trade up a little bit and then obviously reject. Still looking for the rejection. I think if it trades up into this 15-minute fair value gap here, that this could deliver like a nice trade. Like a nice like New York entry. Obviously, I'm not going to take it because I'm already in, but I think that wouldn't be too bad, you know? One hour right there. Yep, nice. Yep, we do have a 1 hour there as well. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. If you guys took this on the new stack that we passed last, or I believe on, when did we pass that? Is that Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday night. If you guys took this on that stack, you're nicely up, bro. Like nicely up. So I'm anticipating a rejection from this area here. That would be ideal scenario. Ideal scenario. I think we have a solid high of day here. So that doesn't necessarily need to get hit again. So that's why, like, from this point, I would be bearish, right? We have a nice high day candidate here. So should not trade back up into this area. Pass the free account with this trade. 2 minis. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. For RPO3 at 10 a.m. to go lower. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, either that or we just go lower at 9:30. One or the other. And I'm not opposed to either one here. Any resources that we should check out that helped you learn trading? I talk about everything that helped me learn, or the stuff that I feel is like important in any way. I teach not just here, but also, I mean, for you guys who are like not paid members, if you're not in the premium Discord, there's still a ton of stuff that I put here for free. So on my YouTube, I have a bunch of videos, and then the 30-day mini series, I talk about literally just the main things that you need to know anyways. Would 1000% recommend getting paid Discord. That helped me out immensely. Was this trade in the premium Discord? This trade was right here on Asia last night. I gave the limits last night to you guys here. The explanation for this trade, like, there's a different explanation for this trade where the levels are derived from, and that I only share in premium. But yeah, the trade itself I gave away here to you guys, to everybody. Yeah, what was this actually 17R? What was the R multiple on this? So we had a 42 entry, 10-point stop loss. I had a stop loss at 60. And 19R to there, 16.6R to this. I mean, brother. Yeah, 20 points, 20 points. That's what I meant. 20 points. Entry was 42. My initial entry was 40, and then my stop loss was 60. That was my trade. My initial stop loss 40, then 60. 60 stop loss. This is 20 points right here. 20 points of risk. It's 19R to previous day low with 20 points of risk. Here's 930, boys. Here's 930. Let's see what this does here. Hopefully this can start cracking the lows. If not, then I like this 15-minute gap up top for a potential short. But this 6 a.m. Wow, bro. You guys see the 6 a.m.? This 6 a.m. did nothing. 6 a.m. was just straight consolidation. Straight console. Yeah, we did already touch that 15-minute, but we have an hourly up there too, right? Like, that's the main thing that I want, is that hourly gap. Doesn't have to get there, but yeah, hourly gap would be cool too. Hourly gap would be sick. The accounts that I took this on my funded accounts, the other accounts, TPTs, these are my Apexes. The TPTs, I did TP some because my TPTs I sized light with micros. So I TP'd some already at this low. Like literally where we're currently trading right here. I TP'd some of the trade. And then I'm just letting the other bunch of it run. It's trying to bounce from this 15-minute wick CE, right? Clearly you guys can see right there. The low was the 15-minute wick CE. So that's where this is trying to bounce from right now. See if it gets like proper delivery off of this or not, but this to me isn't enough to like reverse us, right? It might be enough to give us a retracement, definitely not enough to reverse us, but yeah, that's where this is bouncing from. Come on, bro, let's dump this 15-minute candle and let's get a closure, please and thank you. How'd you pick the levels? This one was a daily wick CE with an hourly gap, and then our super secret sauce with another level as a confluence there, which is why I like heavily prioritize this 42. Can I still enter this trade? Bro, we're almost at TP. I have realized almost 15R on this trade already. You want to enter it now? Boom! Oh my god! Let's go, bro! We up! We up and it's stuck. Oh my god, we are so up, guys. Oh my god, we're so up. We're so up, bro. Nah, there's actually nobody that is here. Nobody in the trading world that is upper than us right now, bro. This is facts. This is facts. There is nobody. I hope you guys understand that there is literally nobody that got a better entry and a better trade than we did here. Not one person. Not one person has gotten a better trade than we did here. This is just a pure fact, okay? This is a fact. This is factual information. We just cooked, bro. We cooked everybody. We ate. All right, can you stop wicking and just go lower, please, and thank you? You silly goose. This thing's trying to be a silly goose right now, guys. I know you want to get down there. I know you. I know you want to get down there. Come on. I just want this 15-minute closure, bro. $1,000, thank you. Hell yeah. This is the trade from last night. Yes, this is a trade from Asia session last night. Never seen 15R live. More, brother. This is more 16 here, but like 20 at the full TP. This is the second trade that we've hit like this on live. A second trade in this year at least, right? I mean, not even last year. I don't even want to talk about like how many bangers we hit like this last year. Do you teach the secret sauce with the paid membership? Yes, I do. I do. Enki doesn't need to go to that 1 hour gap. ES already took that FVG. W. Amazing. You gonna try to catch another trade after hitting TP? Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. I'm donezo. If we can hit TP here, I'm done. Literally $200 away from passing the free account. You should get there. You should get there. It's just teasing us at the open a little bit, bro. You know, it's gonna tease you a little bit. That's just what it does. What's your TP? Previous day low, bro. Previous day low. Yo, I would really appreciate if this thing just went and hit TP right now. I would greatly appreciate that. Because this is a trash open. What did we... Yo, we were supposed to have news today, too. 8:30 a.m. Unemployment claims. What happened to that? Where's that at? This was news right here. Garbage. Wow. Absolute garbage. Is a long valid to the 1 hour? An inverse of this, and it doesn't look horrible. I'll tell you how I would map out a long. Boom. That's how I would map it out. The problem is you're trading a 1-to-1 basically into the hourly gap, which is kind of garbage, right? That's kind of garbanzo. Like, there's your entry. Granted, like, this would be absolutely terrible, right? There, I would have been tapped in if I was trying to long. This would be horrible just because it's 1-to-1 and it's counter trend. That's the issue. Like, I would never take this ever in my life just because of how garbage this is. Counter trend and 1-to-1. Like, it actually legitimately does not get worse than that. So, yeah, I would personally not take any of these trades that are going to show up inside of this range because this range kind of sucks. It's very... Look. I mean, come on. Look at this. This is horrible, bro. But the one thing that it is doing is it's creating lower lows. So that is why I wouldn't try to take longs. But yeah, bro, just kind of enjoy the show here, bro. Really, like, if you're not already in this trade, just enjoy the show. Sit back, relax, kick your feet up, pick up some popcorn if you're not fasting, and just enjoy the show, bro. That's it. That's all you got to do. All right, it's very simple. I shorted 844. 844. Okay, nice. No idea what you took it off of, but yeah, nice. Very nice. Yeah, PA sucks, bro. PA does suck. Good thing we're in from high day, so we don't have to worry about none of this. Letting runners go to 24 for... No, because this is on a prop firm account, and it's definitely not going to 25k by the end of the day today. So 702 is my hard TP. Oh, on eval. You're talking about eval. I thought you were talking about funded. Actually, you're not even the guy that said that, so I don't know why you're talking about some. TPT has intraday trailing drawdown on funded. Intraday trailing drawdown on fundeds until you meet the buffer. So the buffer is actually lower than Apex. So on 50k, it's 2 grand. 2 grand, basically, like one trade like this, and boom, donezo, right? you're past the buffer anyways. So I don't think it's difficult to get past the buffer. It's just something people like. People make it seem like it is so difficult to get past that trailing drawdown buffer thing. Bro, I took a trade on Tuesday night. If you guys want to go watch the stream is up. Tuesday night Asia session. Go watch that stream. I had fresh Apex accounts that I entered with one mini, and I managed the entire stop loss and trailed it and everything and showed you guys how I manage a trailing drawdown, and it was the easiest thing in the entire world. So, you know, like if you have issues with that, go watch that live from when I entered the trade, and I show exactly how I like aggressively trail my stop loss when need be. Like right now, so if I'm on a 50K account and I have trailing drawdown, at no point should you ever try to draw that distance to drawdown should never drop less than $2,000, right? Because then you're just kind of screwing yourself over. So you always want to have the distance to drawdown at least $2,000 every single time that you take a trade. So if you're in a trade and it actively starts going against you to the point where your distance to drawdown drops to $2,000, which means the trade goes over $500 back into drawdown, right? It goes up 500 and then back 500. Then it's time to close that trade out, right? It's time to close that trade out. People are like, oh no, I don't want to close it out. Like, but you can always re-enter the trade. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all, right? Apex buffer is 2.6K. But, bro, people find a way to complain about every little thing in this industry. That's kind of just how it is, you know? You're never going to make everybody happy. So people will always find a way to complain about everything. Here's where your SL is at for this trade. My SL is right here. Right here. This is just a 5-minute swing high. A random 5-minute swing high here that doesn't interfere with the hourly gap. The market's going up. Bro, do you see this position I'm in, man? Absolutely not. Yeah, this is I'm telling you, this is garbage. Absolute garbage here. This New York session, garbage. If you didn't enter that trade that we did, I mean, you're kind of just donezo, bro. Full model will give us something at 10 a.m. Yeah, this hourly gap is still intact. So yeah, very possible that we get a flow model trade. Very, very possible. Yeah, if we, I mean, we might hit this hourly gap before 10 a.m. though. That's the ish. That's the ish right now. So as long as it does not hit this hourly gap before and it hits it after, we good. I'm not adding to this position. No, bro. This position is way too aesthetically pleasing for me to ever add to it, bro. ES took the lows. It doesn't mean anything, bro. That still means we have a draw lower until proven otherwise, right? Until this is bullish, it's going to be bearish, and ES taking a low is going to change it. Absolutely niche. 940 to 960. It's a little higher than what I would want to see. I would want to see a reject before 950. In this hourly gap, I would like to see a reject the hourly gap. All right, this is one level that I have here, 905.5. And then I have another one, 923.5. So whichever one this hits, good areas for rejection. Good areas for rejection here. 923.5 is... Did we hit it? We didn't hit it yet, right? 923.5. Yeah, we didn't hit it yet. But this 905.5 did get hit, so... I'd be looking for a confirmation trade here. If I was, you know, obviously looking for flow model, I'd be looking for a confirmation trade here out of this hourly gap. But this 905.5, pretty solid looking for sure. I do prefer 923 because it's inside this here. I'll keep 923 up. I'm not gonna enter, right? Obviously not entering more on this, but you know, just watching. Yeah, we have an upper 1 hour gap that this could go to as well, by the way. Don't, you know, don't disregard that. We have an upper 1 hour gap. I mean, I'll be out of this trade by then. Maybe I re-enter another one. This is fine with me. I took it off on my TPTs, which the ones that I really care about. These accounts I don't really give too much of a flip about because these are my apexes. But yeah. 1 hour CISD? What do you mean? How do I feel about 1 hour CISD? 5 minute, we'll get a 5 minute change in state of delivery right here. For a flow model entry, we get a 5 minute change in state of delivery right there. 1 minute CISD. 1 minute, I wouldn't watch the 1 minute only because this 15 minute we already hit before. So the fresh one is the hourly. It needs a 5 minute. That's the one. But this now, this 10 a.m. opening, the only place the 10 a.m. could manipulate to is really two places this could manipulate to. Either it'll reject this wick CE here, right? Or this is going to go higher into the upper gap. That's the only two places for this to manipulate to. That is why I wanted this hourly gap to get hit after we opened 10 a.m. But no, of course, it wanted to get hit, you know, during. Maybe worth, like, if you guys are in this and you guys are on fundeds, for sure worth closing the trade out right here, because this 10 a.m. will surely flip green at some point. So definitely worth closing the trade out fully. Again, I don't really care too much about these accounts, so it's like, you know, actually I might just close it on here just so nobody like tries following me and holding these. There you go. I'll put my stop loss right there, and there it is. I'm all out right there. I'm all out right there. I am all out, boys. And now we just watch. Now we just watch. We don't really do nothing. We don't really do nothing. The hourly wick CE is, we just tapped it. So we just tapped it already. Ooh. Oh, I just noticed this 4 hour gap. I didn't even notice the 4 hour gap. We have a 4 hour gap, and this 923.50 is right inside the 4 hour gap. So that is not a bad manipulation leg at all either. Actually, this fresh 4 hour right here, 923.50 is right inside it. So not bad, bro, to be honest with you guys. Not too shabby. I don't hate this 923.5 at all. I'm not a hater at all. 923.5 with a 20-point stop loss. I'll tape read this. All right, I'll tape read this. With a 43.5 and a PDL TP. Damn, I accidentally left the limit there. That would have been bad news. Let's see. All right, so I would have been tapped in right there had I had a limit there. No limit. No, I'm not actually in this trade, by the way. Okay, before somebody starts asking me. Do not fool, bro. You guys are... Yeah, okay, so 20 points there. Was that 20 points? Yeah, 20 points there would have been stop hit. And that is why I didn't take this. The 4 hour, obviously, like, we could trade into this upper 15 minute or even this upper hourly and still get away with closing inside the 4 hour, right? Because it could just wick. So the only other place, like I said before, this 977, I see that. Other than that, I don't really see much, right? 977, that's it. I don't see anything else that would be worth it, you know? We back. Is he gonna take another trade? I don't know. It looks pretty, it looks horrible, bro. To be honest, I'm probably gonna hop off. It looks horrible. It looks genuinely disgusting. I'm disgusted. Sick to my stomach from this price action. So yeah, probably not, bro. Probably not. I think if it goes any higher than this high that we just put in at 10 a.m., this should be the 10 a.m. high. If it goes any higher than that, it's bullish. All right? Plain and simple. This should be 10 a.m. high right here. Anything higher than this, I wouldn't even short. Personally. I would really like for that to be the high of 10 a.m. It is sponsored by 2 really nice looking gaps. A higher time frame. Hourly, 4 hour. There's no reason for us to return back to this high right now. Like, literally none at all. So, watch this Wick CE. I mean, personally, I would want this Wick CE to reject here. But let's see. 990.75. If it goes up there, I'm bullish, bro, to be honest with you, brother. I'm not a fan of like this area. I would want to see a reject here. Like I would want this to be 10 a.m. high, right? Ideal situation. Yeah, I have a the Mida, whatever your name is, my brother. If you go to my videos on my channel and you scroll a little bit lower, there's 2 videos. I made a video on the one video's title is My 7-Figure Entry Model Revealed. That's one. And then the second one I made on the same model is the only ICT model you need to be profitable. So watch those 2. Watch those 2. I talk about my model in there. You could get a payout faster on Apex. Like not like they'll give you the payout faster, but like the payout period, because TPT you're gonna be waiting 5 days just to pass the eval. That's the only thing. But TPT I think is easier to get the payout on. Just because the rules are just like, bro, the rules are so simple. Like there is literally 0 rules on TPT, man. No consistency, no, like nothing. The only thing that is the only rule that is there with TPT is the trailing drawdown. And I just got done telling you guys how easy it is to get past trailing drawdown. So yeah, it's not difficult. I think TPT is amazing, and I think if you want to use and buy a TPT account, use code key. No news, correct? What do you mean no news? What do you do with consistency due to your big profits? I mean, they're not really that big, but like majority of my trades, we hit about the same kind of like same dollar amount profit on all of them for the most part. News trading on TPT. You can't trade news. Apex 1 day pass. Yes, Apex is 1 day pass with code key, guys. Apex is 1 day pass with code key, KEY, the greatest code in the world. We are rejecting this 15-minute wick CE over here, guys. So good sign. Good sign. Very good sign. I would be trailed. My stop loss here would be now trailed up like to this high or this high, right? Honestly, my stop loss would be this high for sure. If you entered on the CE right here, I would be break even. Be very break even here. And then 15-minute change, or sorry, 5-minute change in state is what's gonna kind of set this off to continue lower. But until we get a 5-minute change in state, there's no like real way to determine this is gonna go lower or not, because you guys see there's nothing else inside of this range, right? We don't have anything there. Break even, yeah. If I took 15-minute wick CE here, I would be break even. I'd be break even. Exit trade, call it a day. Yeah, bro. If you guys are in a trade, like literally no point to be sitting here and trading, man. No point to be sitting here trading. I'm gonna end the stream because I feel like me being on stream is just like gonna keep people trading. So I'm gonna end the stream. There's really nothing here for me anyways. I got out of my Asia short that I took. So done for the day here. I'm done. Hope you guys banked today, bro, between the trade last night and you know, just closing it over here. That's all I have for you guys, bro. I'll see you guys tonight in Asia at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace out, everybody.